Hello, everybody. What's up? I'm here with another version of, or another video. Well, I'm gonna have to hold this because it won't stay still. So please forgive me if it looks like I'm talking on some type of like I'm a pilot in on an airplane. But and I promise y'all, I did make a promise. I'm trying to keep it this time to make more videos. Cause my YouTube channel is up, and for those of you who have not seen it, go on up and check it out. But look, Black Lives Matter. And the cops have been shooting on black men and beating it, beating them. And then they'll die later on. I guess it's in the case of this young man who just recently died and was killed. 6 officers killed him in Baltimore. And Baltimore is all up in arms. Uh, my very first video, I suggested that we understand who we are. When you know who you are, you're better able to protect yourself, and you will protect yourself. Well, I still believe that because all the other groups know who they are. Therefore, you don't hear of the police shooting unarmed Italians, unarmed Jews, and unarmed Caucasian people. And then you just don't have it. Guess what? Black men, come here. Let me tell you something. They don't shoot unarmed black women either. No, no. They may beat them up, stuff like that, but they don't shoot unarmed black women. And I'm not trying to say this as a dividing kind of tactic, but, well, or in other words, I don't mean to be divisive. That's not my intent. My intent is to alarm and educate black men in regards to what needs to happen in this Black Lives Matter movement. See, uh, the Black Lives Matter movement is for those, let me start over. For those of you who tend to think it is appropriate or smart, let me use your word, intelligent, to insert what black men are doing to other black men in these city streets or the ghettos of America or urban America, that has no place in this debate. Let me tell you why. The mantra Black Lives Matter is not for crime committed against ordinary citizens against each other. Black Lives Matter, or Black Lives Matter, is a message to America. You know, the very country brought us over. It brought Africans over and turned them into boy, gal, nigger, coon, octoroon, separate, unequal. Yeah, that same America. It hadn't gone away. It just, how you, let's say, for example, what has happened. Even with these so-called new laws and amendments, have you ever gone into a or have you ever known watched on television? They have a bloody murder scene. Instead of someone and they want to sell this house with this room with this bloody or a bloody murder occurred. Instead of wiping the blood, getting the chemicals needed to clean off the blood soaked walls, they would just get white paint or blue paint and just paint over it. Well, that's what is called civil rights in America to black folks. They can go to it any time. The hate is still there. The racism is still there. They just painted it another color. So, to move on with my point to the smart blacks and the smart folks who want to insert, well, they're out there marching and protesting whenever the cops kill a black man. Well, they're supposed to. Because according to the laws of this land, black men are Americans too. Black men pay taxes. Black men are allowed human as well as civil rights in this country. Yeah, civil rights is a bunch of crap, but human rights, they're allowed to exist just like every other group of men. So, two separate issues. Where's my damn camera? Two separate issues. Two separate issues. Black Lives Matter is a mantra or message to America, the lawmakers. You cannot continue to take our tax dollars, and you're supposed to be paying these so-called overseers, officers, whatever, police officers, to protect and serve, but they're shooting people. Let me tell y'all something about the goddamn police. They have more weapons on their waist than Batman, and and Batman doesn't even have to use brutal force when taking out actual mean enemies. But someone running away, you know how to shoot in the leg or use your mace or your little stun guns? Black men, that's what I'm talking about. And black men need to be taught where they live. So, to you Black Lives Matter haters, that message is not for black people, it's for America to understand. You can't shoot up a particular segment of this population and nothing is going to be said, or it's going to be rationalized because black men kill other black men. Well, first of all, black men killing other black men or what have you, well, you're supposed to call the police when a killing occurs in the community. When a cop is killing taxpayers or people, regardless if they're innocent or not, they're supposed to be taken into custody and given a jury of their peers and all the arraignments and all the crap that goes along with it to make it look legitimate. They're supposed to be given their due process. You're not supposed to shoot people in the back as they're running away from you, you lazy bastard. You're not supposed to shoot people in the head. You're not supposed to shoot people because he pissed you off because he said he whooped your ass. You're not supposed to do that. And you know this. And I know this. So I need African Americans to understand. You need to start behaving like Americans and understand all your rights. Your right to bear arms. That is a right. If you need to protect yourself the way America says it has done for the past 400, 500 years against local as well as foreign aggressors. Well, black men have a lot of local aggressors who are paid by the state to murder them, to attack them, to harass them. Now, all of a sudden, all of these old statistics that were done by African-centered scholars back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, now all of these Ivy League universities are putting out studies that are saying that officers are more likely to kill men of color or teachers are more likely to suspend black males. Duh! I don't fault white America. I don't fault white folks for being white. That's who they are. Do I hate them? Historically speaking, I should. But I don't have the energy. Because my energy is put into making sure black people understand what it is we need to do. So to all you intelligent blacks out there, and I already know white folks love to say it because they're speaking from a position of white privilege. But you black folks, stop saying, well, if they're so upset and protesting about the police uh, killing black men, why don't they deal with each other? Well, that is, you stop saying that, you stupid bastard. Stop saying that. That's ignorant. And doesn't make you sound intelligent. It makes you sound like a Sambo. It makes you sound like you're afraid to fight. That's what it makes you sound like. Because, see, you're rationalizing murder of a men. And it's okay. Black women, other older black people, if y'all don't like black men, just say it. Stop insulting the families. Stop insulting my damn intelligence. Just stop it. How about you just shut the... I'm not going to... How about you just shut up and do what you do? Go about and worry about your own damn self. And quit saying stupid things because you think you're impressing white folks or multiculturalists or diversity loving people. Stop saying that because you're wrong. You're out of order and it doesn't make sense. Black men being murdered by cops for the most flimsiest or the flimsiest reasons has nothing to do with black men killing each other in the inner cities. See, crime in the black community can stop. All black people need to do is get on the telephone and call the police. Simple as that. Do you all know how the suburbs, the white suburbs, or the suburbs remain the suburbs? Because they snitch. And then you Negroes live around. You know who you are. live around drug-infested, gang-infested communities. And then you have the audacity to, number one, have a no snitching policy, number two, complain about crime. Who's the retarded person here? People don't know what's going on unless you call them and tell them. Well, yeah, the cops know. Hell, a lot of them are in on it. But you won't even call them. The people that you're paying to protect you, you won't hold their feet to the fire. You'll sit around and rationalize. And I'm going back to the intelligent blacks. I just want to throw that into the so-called inner city blacks who are complaining about crime, but they know who the criminals are. It's your grandson, your son, your nephew, your brother, your niece, your aunt, your father. You know who these people are. That's why there's a no snitching policy. Now, let me get back to the smart blacks. You know who you are. You intelligent blacks who have good jobs and master's degrees and PhDs. And you smart blacks. What I call the new W.E.B. Du Bois Negroes, who try to rationalize obvious murder or rationalize racism, justify racism perpetrated against your own people. Shut up. Just shut up. If you don't know any better, pick up a damn book and read. That's what I did, even before I went to college. When I was in elementary school, they had something called RIF, Reading is Fundamental. They used to push the cart around in our third or fourth grade halls or our elementary schools and ask you to pick a book, your favorite book. And I did that. When I got out of elementary school, junior high school, I continued to read. And uh, college, I read more. Even now, I read. I pay attention to what's going on in the news, the world, politics, what have you. And so, when you do all these things, you develop what is called critical analytical thinking. So, a lot of people are so busy on this survivalist thinking that critical and analytical thinking is totally out of the door. So, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. They're supposed to. Just like white lives, gay lives, lesbian lives, Jewish lives, Italian lives, Asian lives. All their lives seem to matter, but when it comes to Black Lives Matter, we want to kind of rip it apart and dissect it and rationalize and say, well, if you're doing this to this, you need to be doing that. How about we all stick to one damn subject? That is, get in position, get into place to end the murder of black males and black men by these paid officers. They're being paid to protect and serve. People killing each other in the street, they're not employed by anybody. I mean, they're not employed by the state to protect and serve. These are people having disputes. So that's the difference, dumbass. So stop mincing issues. Stop crisscrossing issues. They're two separate issues. I can't say that plain enough. But even after I've said this for going on 15 minutes of video, some jackass is going to still say, well, what about the black men that's killing black men in the streets? It has nothing to do with people who are hired by you and me, our tax dollars. And then also, again, they have more weapons on their belts than Batman has on his utility belt. And Batman has yet to kill anybody. I know it's a fictional character, but it just made me think of something. They have stun guns, they have flashlights, they have handcuffs, they have guns, high-powered guns. They have radios where they can call for backup. They have all types of things. And guess what, people? They have months and months of training. To all you dumbos out there who say, well, they need to be retrained. They're already trained, stupid. You can't become a police officer unless you've gone through training, intensive training. They don't need any more diversity training. They don't need any cultural training. They've already been trained on what to do. So stop playing stupid. They've already been trained on what to do. That is to kill black men, kill black boys. See, everyone has their marching orders. The public school system's marching orders to dumb down, denigrate, kill the self-esteem of black children. Because the prisons have their marching orders or their profit margins. See, everything under white supremacy, racism, white supremacy. Study this, people. Study racism, white supremacy. So what I'm saying won't come across as being condescending or I'm sounding like a know-it-all. I'm just telling you the simple stuff. Black Lives Matter. Everyone in the world can protest except for black folks. When we protest, we have everybody on the planet wondering, well, why are they out there protesting? They're tearing up their own neighborhoods. First of all, they own the damn thing in these neighborhoods. When Mexicans got out and protested against America, we were all cheering for them. When gays get out and protest, hell, a lot of us joined them. When every group protests, black folks are involved in. But whenever black people on some level of solidarity get together, boy, the machine goes to work. And all of a sudden, Fox News, the ABC, all at CNN, everyone has a Negro that they can pull out their ass to try to douse douse some water of negativity on the fire. They're not organized. They're not this. No, let them. Baltimore, do your thing. Because the smart blacks are not. They're too busy worrying about what white people are going to say about them and what other people are going to say about them, what multiculturalists are going to say about them, what diversity folks are going to say about them. So keep on doing your thing, Baltimore. And it's not over because they're killing people, killing black men, killing black men. And then they come up with these lies like some black man is reaching for their gun. Black men don't reach for the police guns. White men do. Women do. Everyone else reaches for their guns except for black men because we've been taught since slavery, how far to go. If a black man reacts to a cop, he's really been pushed. I mean, pushed. When white men and white women react to a cop, they've only just been pulled over. Why are you pulling me over, officer? Oh my God, this is an inconvenience. But black people, in order for us to react to this system of hate, we have to really have been pushed. Have y'all noticed that, or am I the only one with eyes and ears? We're not. We don't react because we've been taught early through Jim Crow, through 400 years of slavery, through 400 years of Jesus Christ. Love your enemy. Pray for your enemy. Oh, pray for old master. He don't know what he's doing. So you keep praying for him as he kicks you in your ass because you're going to get your reward, beside me, because I'm dead talking to you. You're going to come up here with me and you're going to sit with me in glory. But down on earth, you let white folks, you let racism, you let what else? White supremacy, you let them kick you in your ass. Because I shall reward thee with eternal life. But your ass is gonna be dead on earth though. But yeah, oh yeah, even though it has never been proven that you'll come up here and sit with me the Lord, I still want you to be a dumbass and believe this. I just want to share that. So your comments are welcome. Black Lives Matter. Understand the difference. Now, as far as going on in the community, well, that's where the church is supposed to come in. That's where the fraternities and sororities, that's all these uppity black groups, NAACP. That's where, you're supposed to come in. We're supposed to be helping each other stop this stuff in the community. We don't really need police to stop the crime. Because if we start, quote unquote, snitching, the crime could be over. It always seems to end when a new white suburb is being created or some new businesses in a community. The crime just seems to go away. Isn't that interesting? Well, I don't want to talk y'all's ears off. I just wanted to share this. It's been a while since I made a video, and I guess I had a lot to say. But check out my videos. I can always be reached here, on Facebook. Rico the Opinionist. Rico the Opinionist. And email me. I don't mind. Talk to Rico at hotmail.com. Y'all enjoy your evening. And should have given the date earlier, but this is what? April 26th. It is 7:43 p.m. Of course, yeah, as I'm winding down the video. Dang, a 20-minute video. I don't think people are going to watch all of this. But anyway, if you get to this part, wow, you have really been educated. Enjoy your day. Share the video. Let's start the conversation. Peace.